Alright, now the important question, they couldn't answer this one at Holmes Lumber, but how long does it take an ambulance to get from Plain City to Dublin Methodist?
An ambulance.
That red light means it's recording.
Okay, I think I've got it.
Well, we're here at Holmes Lumber in Plain City. Can you introduce yourself, please?
Hi, I'm Steve Kowalczyk. I'm an inside sales guy here at Holmes Lumber.
And what all do you do here at Holmes Lumber?
We do a number of things, a lot of exterior projects, lumber, trusses, any kind of components to build, whatever you're looking to build, we can do that here. We have a millwork shop next door. They deal with a lot of the specialty hardwoods and interior projects.
Well, the reason we're here today, I think I may have mentioned, we are attempting to build a catapult to chuck pumpkins.
Very nice.
And we need lumber. And Plain City is fortunate enough to have this resource very close by, so we were hoping you could help us out with some lumber.
I'd love to.
Great.
Hello, crew.
How you doing, Chris?
I'm good. How are you doing?
That's fine.
It's good to see you.
Good to see you.
Did you hear what we're building?
What?
We're building a catapult.
Oh.
We're gonna chuck some pumpkins
Oh, you are?
with a catapult. Yes.
Got any pumpkins lying around?
I was saying, we'll let you know when we're firing. You can come fire a pumpkin with us. Okay, so this is the supply list that we need for our project.
Just go and pick them out.
All right, sweet.
There's a little basket over here.
We need a big basket. Oh no, I think Shane needs to carry the big basket.
Yeah. Can you put it on your head, Shane?
There you go. In Plain City?
Well, if I make it to December, it'll be 39 years.
Oh.
Wow.
And I know you were uptown before.
I bought that in December of 1980. In '04, we moved out here.
I remember visiting that store.
That's about it.
Oh.
What's been your favorite part about serving the community through having your hardware store?
Oh, I'm not really. I don't know if this is the right thing to say or not, but the area people make me feel like I'm needed. I don't know if it's the right thing to say or not.
No, it's perfect.
Works for me. I know when I come in here, even before we started this project, I never know what I'm doing, and you guys always
I feel
run me
needed.
through it. Yeah.
Well, you can tell that you have a passion for helping others, and I think that's great.
True. With this project, do you have any words of wisdom for us?
Stop, think, and analyze. Analyze and see what's wrong with it first before you do anything. Analyze it first.
That's really, really good advice. Really good advice.
A lot of people want to rush into something and get it done. Well, you have to, especially when you're going to do repair work, you have to think and analyze.
And I'm guessing that's one of the secrets of your success in 39 years of business in a small town, too.
We don't have a big business, but it's steady.
Yeah. This is a great place to come for advice on getting supplies
Okay.
and quick fix-its.
Life is a learning process. It really is.
Well, I have a feeling we're going to learn a lot. All right, are you really concerned about your paint job?
Yes. No.
Are you really concerned about saving any of that rust that used to be your paint job?
It's nice rust.
It is nice rust.
Builds character.
But can it build a catapult?
Ooh. Got any words of wisdom?
No. Who are you asking for wisdom here?
Amanda, words of wisdom for the day.
Measure twice, cut once.
Chris, what are your words of wisdom for the day?
Don't die.
Don't die. Amanda, how do you use a level?
Okay, so if we want to see if something's level, we want this bubble right here to be in the center.
Okay.
So we would move the piece of wood until it's reading center. So there it is lined up right there.
Awesome.
And then we can check down here too to see if the bubble's in the middle.
Gotcha. I've never used one before. Thanks for showing me.
So now I hold it like this until Shane screws it in.
Yeah.
And then it stays there.
All right, everybody, this is where we're at right now. So far, we've got the bass going, we've got the swingy arm on, and taking some drilling. A little bit of difficulty there, but it's turning out pretty great. How would you say it's going so far, Miss Chris?
Next question.
What about you, Miss Amanda?
I think it looks great. awesome.
Pivot!
Okay, so this is Ann Weeks of Weeks Farm. How long have you and Roger been farming in Plain City?
We started farming right after the death of Roger's father, and this year it'll be 25 years.
And this is kind of your pumpkin patch that you do for the farmer's market. How
Yes,
many
this is
other-
our pumpkin patch and our sweet corn patch.
And you and Roger were kind of veterans that got the farmer's market started.
We started halfway through the first year. We decided we were going to try it, and we're
Boy, howdy.
we're still doing it.
And, I mean, you're somewhat of the anchor of it now.
It's a lot of work.
And I bet if there was a survey of everybody's favorite farmer's market vendor, I bet Weeks Farm would be at the top of the list.
Pickles.
I know. We have to have our
Gotta get your
pickles
And pumpkins
and pumpkins.
green beans and cabbage.
Lots of tomatoes. We sold lots of tomatoes this year.
Oh, I bought lots of those tomatoes.
We have over 100 plants.
Well, we appreciate you letting us do our test
You
fires
are
in your pumpkin
always
patch.
welcome to come out here. Once you get it perfected, it'll be wonderful.
All right.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd put my arm in there, Amanda.
I'm gonna grab it from the other side here.
Count off. 1, 2, 3.
That one was a little too heavy.
Too heavy.
I wonder if
What have you concurred from this testing?
We learned that the more tension you put on, the stronger your bar needs to be. The bar we were using as our pivot is seriously bent, so tomorrow we're going to go to a metal shop and see if we can get a solid steel or metal rod to go through, because this one's hollow.
Look at that, like butter.
You may have noticed we had to make some changes to the original Catapult. We discovered as we were testing our Catapult that it was not made for the amount of tension we put on it. One of the things you probably noticed when we were testing, you saw Brad and I pulling the arm down, counting, and then getting out of the way before the arm came back up and broke our faces off. So we put a 4-inch U-bolt here and attached a quick release. The way the quick release works is it holds like that, and we attached a 48-foot cord to it. When you pull the cord, the release lets go. And what we did to avoid having to hold the arm back as well, we added a boat winch. We attach the boat winch to the quick release. Then we can more or less safely winch the Catapult arm down and then get nice and far away, and whenever we're ready to launch, we pull the cord, boom, and the arm lets go. These are what we were connecting the bungee cords to. This angle is not supposed to be there. It should be straight, but there was so much pressure from the bungee cords that it just kept bending and would have eventually broken. So what we did was we added 1/2-inch eye bolts instead of these little tiny 1/4-inch bolts. Those have held up much better. Our original bar that the catapult arm would pivot on was not quite strong enough. So after making a call, my dad recommended that we use a steel rod instead, and he went ahead and ordered us one from his business. We put this in here and we fired this thing off, and it didn't budge an inch. Another problem was that the frame would twist, and by the end of our testing, our frame was no longer level. So in order to prevent it from twisting, we got another 4x4, cut it down. We put one in the back and another one in the front. That helped hold everything together a little better. We also had a problem with the 4x4s starting to split. So we got these steel bands and a device to clamp them off. These are those 1/2-inch eye bolts I was telling you about. One of the biggest problems we had was that the bungee cords we got were not strong enough and almost created an opening for director at the Plain City Public Library. We had 2 standard bungees on here, and when she pulled it back, they all snapped at the same time and the arm just wham! But she managed to get out of the way. We did a little research, and we got a stronger kind of bungee cord called EPDM. Those have worked much better. Those are all of the modifications that we made to the Catapult during the course of building, testing, and implementing it.